Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Area 51. Welcome back to the toy side. We are going to be looking at a couple of figures I managed to pick up at my local Walmart. They were out on the shelf and I was happy to see them. On your left is Count Dooku, number 107, and on your right is Clone Commander Bly, number 104. And we are going to pop these guys out of the box and have a look at them. There's the back of the box for Bly, and there's the back of the box for Dooku. Don't care for the name Dooku, I hate the name. I wish they would have stayed with his original name, and we'll get to that once we pull him out of the box. So we're going to pull him out of the box, put him on the roundy round, we're going to pop him into the photo booth and get some pictures of these guys. I'm really excited to have a look at this Commander Bly out of the box. I think he looks pretty neat. So a couple more Black Series figures. Did not expect to find these, but when they're there, you got to grab them up. So let's get to Count Dooku first. And there he is. There's Count Dooku on the roundy round. He comes with the lightsaber, and he also comes with, on the base, you'll see another piece of translucent plastic, and that you can pull a lightsaber that he's got the light part off and put that on, and it looks like he's waving it around. But I'll stay with the saber the way it looks right now. He does have a cloth cape, and it actually fits quite well. He stands very well, and he looks just like he does in the movies. Now, Count Dooku is a Separatist leader and a Sith Lord. His affiliation is Sith and the Separatists. His homeworld is Sereno. He is a human. He is 6 feet 3 inches, and he appears in number 2 and 3. And he has a curved lightsaber hilt. Count Dooku was once a Jedi Master, but his independent spirit led him away from the Order and he became a Sith apprentice named Darth Tyrannus. As Dooku, he leads the Separatist movement, which seeks independence from the public. He is a formidable fighter with the lightsaber, but he can also emit Sith Force lightning from his fingertips if he needs to, and we kind of saw that in the movie. His boots are made out of Rancor leather. And like I say, he does have the curved lightsaber. I don't care for the name Dooku. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me. It's almost like they took a bunch of Scrabble pieces and kind of shook them up in a cup and dropped them out, and that's what came out. I wish they would have stayed with Darth Tyrannus. I think that's a much better name. But he is a formidable-looking character, played by Christopher Lee, I believe, a Canadian. Is this Christopher Lee? I can't remember. I could be wrong. But I think it is Christopher Lee. Let me know if I'm wrong. But kind of a neat character. I mean, he does lose his head at some point in the movie. We all remember that part. But as far as the 6-inch figure goes, I think he looks really nice. The cape drapes well. It's a little bit of soft goods, and it does drape well. And he is a good-looking character. The lightsaber is done very well, just like in the movie. And we're going to pop this gentleman into the photo booth and take some pictures of him and see what we can get going there. And there is Count Dooku. Now, this is one of the few figures where you can actually put the lightsaber hilt in his hand and attach either the normal-looking ray or the light effect, or the one where he's moving it around, or you can hang it on his belt. This is one of the first I've seen that happen with, so kind of interesting. I like that feature, actually, because you can pose him in so many different ways. But that is Dooku. I think he looks really good. I think his cape looks good as well. It's kind of a two-tone, a little bit of soft goods on him. I think he looks really good. But that is Dooku as we see him. So let's move on to Commander Bly. So there he is, Commander Bly, also known as CC-5052. He was the right-hand man of Aayla Secura before he cut her down after Order 66 was given. His affiliation is with the Republic and the Empire. His homeworld is Kamino. He is a human species. He is 6 foot tall, and he appears in Episode 3. Now, his helmet is a self-contained unit that has an oxygen supply, and he carries 2 DC-17 repeaters in his waistband there, and he also has a DC-15 blaster, which holds up to 300 rounds kind of in his hand. What's kind of cool, and I'll see if I can do this without knocking him over, he does have binoculars or a rangefinder, and they pop down like so when he wants to see what's going on. And I think that's really neat the way that comes down. I like his colors. He has the pauldron on one side, and I'm not really sure if that should be showing what his rank is. And he does have some soft goods, like a small, don't want to call it a skirt or a kilt or whatever it is, but that's pretty much what it is. But I do like his colors, the white and gold, and you can see that he is a bit torn up here and there. His stripes are so he's seen some action. His feet have a little bit of wear on them, and that's from the factory. That's factory paint. Now, if you really wanted to get into it, if you're keeping them out of box, this would be a very fine figure to customize. I think this would be, you know, give him a nice dark wash, bring out some more of the damage to the to his armor, some blaster marks on his armor, etc., etc. There's a lot of things you could do with this, and I think he looks absolutely amazing. And I really like this rangefinder. I think that is very cool. But that is him. One of the clones that I really like the look of. So let's get Bly in the photo booth and see what we can do with him in there. So there is Commander Bly. As you see him, he has a lot of possibilities for a lot of poses. He doesn't actually, he is kind of limited with the shoulder, with those pauldrons, getting his arms closer together. I'd really like to be able to shove the butt of that rifle into his shoulder and have him line up his head like he's actually taking a shot, but just the way the arms and the head and the pauldrons and everything, it's not going to happen. But there still is a ton of poses that can be done with this guy. I think he would look really good with some weathering. If he was going to be an out of the box for me, I definitely would weather this guy. Like, I'd weather him hard, and I think he would fit really well. But I like the look of him. I think he is a great addition to the Black Series, and yeah, he's very cool. But weathering is written all over this guy. Like, it's just basically saying, "Weather me." You know. Anyways, let's close this baby up. Number 107, which is Count Dooku, on your left, and number 104, which is Clone Commander Bly, on your right. Two really good figures. I knew about the Dooku, I did not know about the Bly, and I'm glad I found him. I think they look absolutely amazing. And posing with them is the new edition Star Wars Character Encyclopedia DK book. This just came out last year, and I try to upgrade these about every 2 years. Marvel makes them, or DK makes them for Marvel and DC as well. These are great books to have if you are doing figures or anything, and you want to know exactly what their backstory is and some of the you know, their height and weight and where they come from, the planets they come from, stuff like that. But like I say, they make them for Marvel and DC, so it helps you out on figuring out who your characters really are. But I'm glad I found them. Let me know what you think of them, and thank you for stopping in. Area 51, home of the superheroes. We'll all catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.